You are watching a loading ready run wacky draft on Mtgo Academy.
Hello and welcome to another loading ready run wacky draft. Now normally I wouldn't be talking, I'm James. Graham would be talking, but he doesn't love me anymore, or he's out of town. It's one of those two, I don't actually know. But joining me this week is somebody much shorter. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Paul, and I can barely see over this table.
You thought I was going to say better, didn't you? Or cooler, anything. Just anything other than you didn't expect.
I think shorter is synonymous with better.
It's true. We are back for another draft. M15, because, hey, why not? It's fun. I like M15 a lot. Don't really
digging M15?
Yeah, I am digging M15. It's a lot of fun. Don't really have a plan today, but this kind of makes it a plan.
Do we just go Court of Calling?
So Court of Calling lets us do some fun things. So I think we take Court of Calling and then make it our mission to court out really fun stuff.
So we get Court of Calling and then we get some big nasty...
Yeah, so the best play I had, that I've had at all with Magic so far, with M15 so far, is at the pre-release. That's interesting. At the pre-release, I Court of Callinged into a Hornet's Queen at instant speed. Oh, God, it was so good. So good. It cost a lot of mana, but the game went on forever, and I was just able to do that, and it felt so good. So, we have a couple picks here. I don't think Life's Legacy is really something that we want to be doing. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Like, we don't really have any creatures to go with it yet, but like, you know, you sacrifice a Siege Worm and you draw 5 cards, and that's kind of fun, but
I'd rather just hit them in the face.
Yeah, I don't want to sacrifice creatures. So there's a Heat Ray, there's a Restock, which has a home in the black green graveyard deck, but I don't think that's what we're going to be doing today. There's a Flesh to Dust, which is a very good card, as well as an Inferno Fist, but there is just this big Siege Worm. Mm-hmm. And I like the Siege Worm, and I think we probably just go with the Siege Worm.
So for the Court of Calling, what we want is, because it does add 3 to the mana cost, right?
Yes.
So we want something that's we want something that's big, or that's impactful, but not necessarily has a big cost.
Correct. So now
Court of Calling also means that we can splash, though, right? Like, it doesn't have to be a green creature.
No, it does not.
And we don't have to actually pay the real mana for it.
We do not
pay X, so that could be interesting.
It could be interesting. Okay, we have some options here. We haven't done this yet. Now, we've only done a couple M15 drafts for Academy so far, but the Ensoul Artifact deck is something that we have to do. Maybe we want to take this, try the blue-green, which, from what I understand, is actually the worst color combination in M15, so that's off to a good start. And maybe try to pick up another 1 or 2 of these, and then pick up all those Ornithopters and Legendary Lands and other just kind of do-nothing artifacts. There's also just Into the Void, which is a good card.
Yeah.
Good card, bad card. We'll take
that's a tough choice.
We'll take the good
tough
card.
Choice.
We'll take the good card. All right, so Reclamation Sage is very good. Mm-hmm. Wall of Mulch, also kind of good, but I don't really think it fits into whatever it is that we're trying to do here. There's also a Living Totem, which I like a lot. It has Convoke, it's a 2/3, and when it enters the battlefield, you put a +1/+1 counter on another target creature.
With the Court of Calling, the Siege Worm, and if we got the Living Totem, we are kind of getting in that Convoke area.
In the Convoke area, yeah. I mean,
which is kind of interesting.
I think the Sage is probably better, though. I think we can probably pick some of the Living Totems up along the way.
I mean, artifacts and enchantments are actually pretty relevant.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, let's take the Sage. And see where this takes us. Well, there's our Ornithopter. That's unfortunate. There's the Capsho Kitefins, which I think a lot of people don't really like because it's incredibly expensive, but its effect seems really good. I think a lot of people, I don't know, I feel like some people maybe overlooked another creature and just read it as a very expensive flying Frostlynx.
But like, you know, for example, convoking in a Siege Worm, tapping down one of his guys.
Sure.
Seems fun.
Other options are like a divination. We could also take this Child of Night, but nah, it's kind of boring. I'm up for trying to take this Kite Fins.
Go for the green-blue?
Yeah, let's go for the green-blue. Again, it's not supposed to be good, but that's fine. Okay. We don't have much going on here, unfortunately.
Ooh, no.
We could take this Pillar of Light, and maybe we're not green-blue.
It looks like somebody else is green, that's for sure.
Statute, not so much. Undergrowth Scavenger is fine in a very specific deck, and we aren't running that deck right now. And I don't really want to move into that deck, so probably just take the Pillar. And I mean, with a Pillar and like Return to the Ranks, I don't think is much of a signal, but Pillar of Light is a pretty good card.
Yeah.
Sure, let's take the Pillar of Light and see where we go here. Okay, so there's a Marked by Honor, there's a Ranger's Guile, there's a Coral Barrier, which is also...
It's the second one we've seen come by.
Yeah, that's a pretty good card. I think I'm down with the Coral Barrier here.
I like me some squids.
Sure. Alright, let's go with the Coral Barrier. Let's move the Pillar over here for now. Necromancer's Stockpile is not a very good card in Limited. Discard a creature card, draw a card. If the discarded creature was a zombie, put a 2/2 zombie onto the battlefield.
We have so many zombies that would be appropriate for that.
I think we're probably just taking the Meteorite. It's a removal spell, and it's a little removal and some mana fixing and kind of sort of ramp, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's ramping you from 5 to 6.
5 to 6, so I think it's probably fine, though. I mean, we've got a pretty high end so far, so...
That's true.
Research Assistant draws us cards.
It's always good.
And it's better than basically anything else here. We're definitely not taking more Garble here. That card is not very good, so... And this will be our first 2-drop. And I hear 2-drops are important.
That whole, like, other part of the curve... It's supposed to be like a hockey stick, right? That's how the curve goes.
Yeah, big straight lines of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a bunch of 7s. Okay, so this is an interesting start. I don't really know what this deck is doing right now. Ow, that's a late Inferno Fist.
Yeah, what? Nobody...
I think we're just taking the Nimbus here. It's just a 3/3 flyer for 5, which is fine.
I feel like who's ever on the left of us is going to have a ridiculous red burn deck.
Yeah, probably should have taken some red, but that's fine. This deck is... It does things. We want some, like, Elvish Mystics and other things to sort of let us play out some of these. Well, hey, look at that, and Soul came back.
Still didn't take the Ornithopter.
No, that's fine. We got 2 more packs for Terrible. Like...
Stupid Fugitive Wizard.
Fugitive Wizard
What are you doing in this set?
It's like, it helps with Convoke, and it actually works okay with, like, is it Military Intelligence? Is that the one? Where if you attack with 2 or more creatures, you draw a card? Is that Military Intelligence? I can't remember.
I guess. It's
a terrible card.
It's just, like, go back to, like, revised edition, 4th edition or whatever, where you get like a 1/1 for 1 vanilla is just so weird.
So I'll let you in on a dirty little secret. We were doing a 8-man team draft after the GP last weekend down in Portland, and it was myself and it was Jer, Graham, Marshall, Inkwell Looter, if you know who he is. If you don't, you should go search him. He's a pretty cool dude who does some magic art and stuff like that. And a couple buddies of his. We're just taking the Suppressive Raise. And, oh yeah, you can't do that. And Marshall ended up in this blue-white? Blue-white-red? God, it was a deck running 2 Fugitive Wizards. Marshall Sutcliffe was playing 2 Fugitive Wizards. Yes, the Marshall Sutcliffe from Limited Resources, who would probably have given this card an F during the set review, for the sole purpose of turning on the draw card when 2 creatures attack. I really can't remember if it's called military intelligence or not. I think it is.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, but thought that was pretty funny.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Okay, so we're 1 pack in, and I don't really know what our deck is doing.
I mean, like, strictly speaking, we currently have no 1-drops.
That's fine.
But it's like, if you got nothing else to do,
Well, that's a card.
seems fine.
There's a lot of good cards here, actually. So, like, Broodkeeper is fine. Scudder, awesome. Wall of Frost is fine in the right deck. Accursed Spirit, sure. Charging Rhino, yep. Eternal Thirst and Tireless Missionaries are literally the only two cards that I wouldn't want to main deck.
So, Soul of New Phyrexia, Insole Artifact.
Make it
best combo.
best combo ever. Yeah. I look forward to doing that. I guess if we can do that, we have to do that. It'll be a 5/5 with trample. So like
The only problem is then the advantage to that was seeing the look on your opponent's face.
yeah,
On Magic Online, we can't see that.
You don't really get that. But like, what do we hope to wheel here? Like, Wall of Frost will probably come back. I don't know if Welcome Turn or Lynx will come back. We kind of
Like
hope that Welcome Turn does.
Any of the 3 blue cards in here, I'd be pretty
I'd be fine with any of the 3 blue or 3 green cards, to be honest. I don't really want a Charging Rhino, but we're taking that Soul because it's very good. I think it's just this Frost Lynx. We need to slow down. Like, I want to just slam another Siege Worm, but we have a lot of high drops right now.
That's true.
I think we need to sort of focus on the lower end of the spectrum for a little bit. So I think we take the Frost Lynx.
Yep.
There's like a Hunt a Week, which is probably pretty good in our deck, but hopefully we can pick one up later. Yeah, let's just go with a Frost Lynx. Very little here. We've got the Designed by the Magic Community card. That's exciting. The Fusion Sliver is probably one of the worst slivers in the set of the 6 that are here. Like, I never want to play this card.
Glacial Crasher, we don't have any red, so that's a pretty tough one.
Yeah, I don't really like this card so much. We're not taking the Mind Sculpt, and we're not taking the Undergrowth Scavenger. We could take the Sacred Armory, which is, like, fine.
Yeah,
like it's
just a little fire breathing.
It's just a fire-breathing thing that sits there and maybe pumps our guys. And with guys with Trample, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
So, probably just taking the Armory. Yeah. All right. Getting our deck Armory. So again, we still want like Mystics and other stuff like that.
Some ramp even?
Yeah. Something to get us into these big things. So like Invasive Species I actually like a lot. There's also just a Welcome Turn, which I don't know if it's like crazy good in this format. I don't know. Another Crasher, another Generator Servant. Yeah, we could probably have a pretty nutso red deck, but that's
too
fine.
late now.
Too late.
The Plummet's always good.
Yeah, I think we're probably just taking... Like, I feel like we probably actually want to just take the Welcome Turn.
It's always the problem with this is we're taking the Welcome Turn and we're sending the Plummet to somebody else.
Yeah, that's fine. Welcome Turn or Species? I feel like we want another... What do you think?
I like the Welcome Turn's a little lower on the curve, which might be good at this point.
Sure. Let's just take a 2-drop. Ooh, dear. Wow, this is a very, very good pack. Stormtide Leviathan is a gigantic, crazy bomb, but it's not as good. Like, Illusionary Angel this is probably my favorite card in the whole set.
And as a Court of Calling target, it's quite interesting, too.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're taking the Illusionary Angel. There's also, like, a Paragon, which I'd be happy to take. Another Nimbus I'd be, like, okay to take. I would take this Plummet. I would definitely take the Shaman. But, yeah, we're just taking the Illusionary Angel. This card is way
Snap
too
Fugitive
good.
Wizard. Hey, if Marshall played 2 of them, they've got to be good, right?
So, yeah. So, Turn to Frog. I like Void Snare a lot more when I have an Illusionary Angel. It just makes it really easy to cast. But Turn to Frog it's basically removal. It basically says kill something.
I always like that, like, every color, we're at the point, they figured it out now so that every color has removal, but it's always a slightly different flavor, you know. Green has fight, and black has
just destroy.
Destroy, red has direct damage, blue makes it teeny, and then you just kill it.
Yeah, and it has, like, bounce and stuff like that.
And white has the, like, pacifism type effects.
Yeah. All right, we're just taking this Void Snare here.
Yeah.
I really don't want this Glacial Crasher.
But it's so foily.
It's very foily.
Yeah, man. Blue-red could have been a thing.
Yeah,
Crashes
we could have had a really good blue-red deck. We also probably could have had, like right now, like look at our green. That's all we're playing.
Are we playing just mono blue here?
We could end up just mono blue. We have a fugitive wizard and a chrono stutterer.
I like the fugitive wizard as well. It's like, well, we do have this fugitive wizard.
We do have this.
That makes it worth it.
I mean, yeah, we might just not be playing.
Because the problem is, 2 of our green cards we've got a double green and a triple green.
A triple green,
so it's not like we're just going to be like, we'll splash a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it might be even worth the splash for the reclamation sage, but he's just 1 and we have the meteorite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe.
Makes our Court of Calling sad.
I know.
Makes our whole game plan like.
Well, that's how the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
It's the way this.
Not on this show, damn it! On this show,
smashes.
On this show, we force it. We make it happen.
We didn't. We weren't really doing that though. Like if we had been forcing that, we probably could have done more.
The blue has just been fun though.
Yeah.
And we have like a couple in soul targets. 2. I mean, technically 3, but. I mean,
I can't.
If we get the chance,
like playing the meteorite, smashing them for 2, and then turning it into a 5/5 is actually pretty awesome.
Okay. So Merklurker is very good.
So fun to say.
It is, but we're not playing black. There's also a Tinkerer, which is a 2/3, but also has flying if we have an artifact in play, and we've had 3 artifacts, and we could probably pick up like 1 or 2 more playable artifacts. Also, this is just a 2/3 for 3, whereas this is generally going to be a 1/3 for 3, and maybe if we're lucky, it becomes a 2/4. But like we'd be splashing just like 1 black for it. I think I'd rather just the actual like. Whoa! What just happened? I don't know what just happened. We got a welcome turn back.
Mm-hmm. It's the frost if we want to go shields up, but
I don't think we need to go shields. I think we have a bunch of big dudes. Yeah, let's take the welcome turn. I'll take the negate here. There's also the Tyrant's Machine, but I think I'd rather just.
Artifacts.
I'm just gonna do this now, because I feel like this is kind of where we're going here. I mean, this is another. Actually, yeah, you know what? Let's just do this. Actually,
live in the mono blue dream.
Live in the mono blue dream.
Freaking glacial.
Okay, we're taking this, and if our opponent's playing red, we can always play it. Because it's just it just.
Like it's amazing sideboard against red.
Yeah, I mean it's a big 5/5. And we could splash that reclamation stage for sure. I don't know if we necessarily need to, but I guess we can leave it over here for now.
Again, that's right now we actually don't have any artifact or enchantment destruction.
No.
So the reclamation sage would do that.
I'm just going to cut this. We don't need another one of these. We're not playing that. I'll just cut the plummet because it kills a couple of our things. Yeah, this is...
Is this pack 2 or pack 3?
This is pack 2.
Pack 2? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got lots of time. We got another Nimbus. That's not a bad pickup. I will take that.
Okay, what do you want? What would be the best rare for pack 3? And what would make you so sad?
I mean, generally you just say Planeswalker, right? Like, give me a Jace. Don't give me anything else. Wow, there's so many of these. We probably could have had like 6 of those by now. Yeah, like you want... I mean, I think you always want your on-color Planeswalker, and you don't want anything else. Or anything but. Like you... I mean... Maybe if we got...
like the soul of one of the other colors?
Oh, one of the... yeah, like the white soul would be devastating, because that card is just the best card in the set for limited. As it stands, we have a soul. I mean, I don't like the blue soul very much, but I'm not going to say no if it pops up right here.
No.
I mean...
So what are we looking for? We're looking for some more like frost links, like some more just kind of beaters.
Yeah, like I take some more frost links. I would definitely take a polymorphous chest.
Nice.
This card is pretty good.
Bam. Turn to frog, then polymorphous chest.
So like another Ensoul, that'd be fun. Another there's Appeal from Reality, which is always
Ensoul and Ornithopter in the same pack.
It's too overpowered.
I mean, I feel like there's a reasonably good chance the Ensoul's going to wheel.
Probably. The first one did. But yeah, we're just taking the chest.
And the Ornithopter might.
This card is insane.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to just cut the Sage and just take that. Yeah, I mean, we're looking for like another Frost Links or two. Probably some more 4s. I'm trying to think of what are some good 4-drops in blue. I guess I definitely would not say no to a Paragon. Blue Paragon seems like it would be pretty good.
There's the white Paragon, that's kind of the same.
Yeah, it's kind of the same. I think we're probably just taking the Divination, just draw cards.
Yeah,
like
drawing cards seems good.
It's that or like a Brawler's Plate, which I don't really like very much. Also, like, yeah, it's just kind of like, meh, whatever. Drawing cards is always good. Drawing into our big stuff is definitely something that we want to do. I don't know if I would play a second Divination in this deck, but probably.
We are still lacking in the artifact and enchantment removal.
That's fine. We'll be fine.
Like, do we even have, like, we've got Into the Void, but that's only hits creatures. Do we have anything on summon? No, we don't.
We have Void Snare.
Okay, yeah.
So that works.
Couple extra. Oh, I guess we got our Fugitive Wizard for our extra 1-drop.
It's true. We have a Fugitive Wizard. We can put him right there. Or her, I guess. Yeah. Sure, Hoarding Dragon. That seems fair. There's like Gargoyle Sentinel, which probably we don't want another Crasher. I don't think we want another Assistant.
Glacial Crashers at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're just taking this Gargoyle. Also, again, the red just keeps on coming. I don't know if anybody is playing red in this draft.
Yeah, jeez.
But yeah.
This is what, 4th pick Hoarding Dragon?
That was 3rd, I think. Wasn't it? We first picked the Jest, and then we picked Divination and then Sentinel. Yeah. So that was the 3rd pick. Alright, I don't want to even see the Fugitive Wizard in my deck. Get out!
Run away, Fugitive.
Okay. Nothing in the way of... well, there's a Willforge Golem, actually.
Blue is not doing so good lately.
There's also a Hot Soup.
Ooh.
Which...
is fun.
Is fun. It is a 1-drop for our Ensoul. And it's better than the Profane Memento. This is probably better, but this is probably more, like, hilarious. Plus, can't be blocked.
Seems good.
Yeah, let's just take it. This is a pick, but this is the R pick.
Nimbus.
Oh, I think we
get the Golem.
Now we get the Golem.
Sure.
So this is a combo to live for, though. I guess this is only attacking creature, isn't it? Polymorphous Jest until end of turn, each creature. I know.
It's not.
Oh yeah, it's just everything. So you cast this, and then you cast Fester Gloom.
Oh, right.
It's just like, bam. All right, so we'll take this Golem. Okay, so this is...
Another Welcome, another Tinker.
Okay, so...
Ornithopter.
This is our deck right now. We're definitely not taking an Ornithopter. I think we probably just want to take another Welcome Turn, just kind of become super aggressive. Yeah.
It's our only flyer, but... Right, is Nimbus flying?
No, Nimbus flies,
okay.
Capfin flies,
okay,
Tinkerer flies if we have an artifact, for which we have quite a few at this point.
Okay, we're actually mostly flying.
Yeah.
I was incorrect. And Angel flies.
Card that we're cutting right now is probably Research Assistant? I don't think we're ever really... I think we're trying to be a little bit more aggressive than Research Assistant. So let's cut the Research and see what happens. Like, that's our 23 right now.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a fun 23.
So right. So whatever we take from now on has got to be better than what we got in our hand.
Correct.
Freaking Diffusion Sliver. Go away. Encrust, though. Encrust can stay.
That's a good card. There's an Encrust, or we could take our 4th Welcome Turn.
Wow.
Mono Welcome Turn? I kind of like Mono Welcome Turn.
Yeah, I wish we were playing Conspiracy now.
Let's take Mono Welcome Turn.
We could be like,
Let's do
all
it.
welcome turns get +1/+1 and cost only 1 to take out.
I'm going to cut this Tyrant's Machine,
and
I
call
think.
each other up or something ridiculous.
We still have a lot of artifacts to turn on Tinkerer and to Ensoul. And we might get one more Ensoul. If we get that Ensoul back, we're playing it. This has become the mono blue Welcome Turn Ensoul deck. Mm-hmm. Assuming we can get one more Ensoul.
Blue Artifacts has like a long and storied history. I
Yep.
think we should be good. And those welcome turns actually aren't bad for convoking either. For the golem.
Yeah, for the Golem, I think that's the only convoke thing we have, is it?
I guess the other convoke stuff is green.
Yeah. I mean, basically, we're just playing a bunch of Welcome Turns, an Illusionary Angel, maybe a Nimbus, and just trying to be like, kill you? Okay, we're not playing any of these cards. So, probably cut like Torch Fiend, Titanic Growth, or Shrapnel Blast. I'm not as worried about Shrapnel Blast. Probably these two. I mean, this one actually just kills our thing, so I think I'm just cutting the Torch Fiend. Titanic Growth is, you can actually kind of sort of play around. You can't really play around Torch Fiend. Sure, let's cut the Torch Fiend. Yay! Ooh.
Another peel.
There's a Peel, though, which we don't have one of, but there is the Ensoul.
I mean, we did say that if we saw another Ensoul, we would be using it.
I think we have to take it.
Yeah.
Again, this is another situation where this is the pick, but we're taking the Ensoul. And we're cutting... Alright, so this has become the Ensoul turn artifact deck. What card doesn't really fit that? I mean, Coral Barrier really isn't doing...
It's not really very aggro, is it?
Yeah, it's not really doing what we want it to do here.
On the other hand, being able to lock down the ground...
helps a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I do like it with like the kite fins. It makes it so that if we have this out and we draw this late game, all of a sudden we're tapping down 2 creatures, which is kind of nice.
That's true.
I think we're just going to cut the Cathar. So I kind of like keeping that and that. I like those. Maybe just cut one of these Nimbus. Although, man, I don't know if we want to cut a creature. We only have 14. We might actually just cut this Hot Soup. But the Hot Soup is so good with a turn 2 Ensoul.
What about the Meteorite? I mean, we're not splashing anymore.
Yeah, maybe the Meteorite is just kind of...
I mean, the direct damage is nice, but it's 5. It's pretty pricey.
Yeah, I can get down. I can get down with that. Again, I mean, probably it's the Hot Soup, but this really helps us live this dream.
I love Hot Soup.
And that's the dream you want to live. Jesus. I'm going to just cut this, actually.
5th Glacial Crusher?
Yeah. Oh,
it's the same one, probably.
Yeah, no. We probably could have had... We probably could have picked up, like, 6 of those things. We'll just cut the Ephemeral Shields. That card is, it's pretty good, actually. Convoke is absolutely it's a tricky mechanic to play around. Like...
It totally messes up all your math.
It messes up your math. It messes up, like, okay, he's tapped out. I feel pretty good about this attack. And then all of a sudden, it's just like, block, 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 tap down, like, you know, block, 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 tap all your guys. And it's just like, bam, Ephemeral Shields, you know, my big guy survives and kills your guy. And or it's like, or the charge, or just so many things. Cut the Lava Axe. Where it's just like, man, now I have to consider your creatures, mana sources, and
it like turns all your creatures into little Llanowar elves or whatever.
Yeah. It's sure.
We ain't gonna be sculpting nobody's mind.
No, we're not. But man, that's one of the things I really like about this game, is that, you know, you introduce, like...
Yes! Bam!
Do we play it? I think we have to play it. It would be rude.
We have 2 Ensoul artifacts.
Yeah, it would be rude not to. We have to cut something for it, though. Actually, no, we don't. That's a lie, because we don't need to run 17 lands. We can do 16 in this deck.
Cut Soul of New Phyrexia for Ornithopter.
Oh God, no! The letters would be endless. They might actually just cancel our show. They're like, no, you guys, you know what? You were goofy until that one time you cut Soul of New Phyrexia for an Ornithopter.
Yeah,
we're revoking your magic card.
And we're retroactively taking all previous drafts you've done offline.
Offline, yeah.
We're so ashamed of you. All right.
All right, I think this deck turned into something completely different from what we were starting with.
Yeah.
But that's fine, because this looks fun. Like, I'm pretty excited.
I feel kind of bad about the Court of Calling. I feel like the Court of Calling was like all ready to get out. He's like, all right, let's go. Yeah.
And then
hey,
it's just
wait, what are we doing?
What about me?
What? Oh, I think you by mistake put me in the sideboard, guys. What's happening here?
I'm supposed to be...
I thought this was my deck.
All right, so this is our deck. So the goal is Ornithopter, Hot Soup, Ensoul, Welcome Turns, Tinkerers, Illusionary Angels, tempo them out with something like Void Snare and Into the Void. Frostlinks tempos them out. Kite Fins possibly does it.
And then Soul New Phyrexia.
And then Soul to clean up the mess. All right, I like this. I think this is going to be fun. I don't think we have really anything up here that belongs down here. Our other blue cards are a Glacial Crasher, Glacial Crasher.
I think the Glacial Crashers, at least one might come in if we're playing as
I
red.
could see bringing one in against red. But even then, like, it depends on, like, how fast the red deck is, which is generally pretty fast, which means I don't know how good this guy actually is. But no, I think this is going to be fun, and I will be excited to see how it does. So
Ornithopter Hot Soup.
Yeah,
it's a sweet combo right there.
It's a sweet combo. He can't be blocked.
He can't be blocked to 0 damage. Yeah, and gonna go nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys. We will see you for round 1 on the other side.
Do you love to play Magic Online but have a tight budget? Check out Mtgo Academy's Academy Budget Bot in the Magic Online Classifieds. All cards in stock are cheaper than one event ticket.
Here we are for round 1.
Boom and Soul Artifact.
So, okay. What do you think? It's we only have the one kind of land. So
and it's not like we have any 1-drops in the deck at all anyway.
It's a little bit below 50% that we draw
that we draw a land island next to it.
Yeah. Wait, are we on the draw? I think we're on the draw too. Yeah, so we're on the draw. I think we had the mulligan. Just one landers are always bad. Yeah, because I mean this card doesn't do anything right now.
Yeah, we don't actually have any artifacts.
We have no artifacts, so yeah, I think we're just gonna mulligan this. Oh my god! Wow, that's the exact opposite. Literally the exact opposite.
But much worse.
And much worse. Okay, there we go. That's fine.
Yuck.
Dear Lord.
Snap concede.
Might as well. Yeah. Okay. Basically, we need 5 lands, and I think we're good. Do we have any 6-drops? Yeah, we do have 6-drops. We don't want any more than...
Phyrexia's.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Okay, so you're going to play that. Okay. Well, I mean, we can't easily play that, unfortunately. I guess next turn we hope to draw like if we can draw like Void Snare or Ornithopter or something that we can cast.
Oh, yeah. Ornithopter is actually a pretty good combo with Illusionary Angel. I didn't think about that. Illusory.
It's not illusionary. Which I have made that mistake.
Because illusionary would mean that it like disappears when you touch it, which is bad.
Alright, so we're gonna just go ahead and attack. Do we play the Sentinel or do we play
the barrier?
The barrier. Because the barrier blocks the Midnight Guard and the token trades with the Swiftclaw. So I think that's probably what we do.
Good, yeah. I mean, the Island Walk isn't helping us, obviously.
Not yet. He's white, so there's a good chance he's blue. But, yeah, it doesn't really matter, because we're just... So is he just going to snap attack you? No, he doesn't. Okay, so that was good.
Yeah.
See, okay, so now this is great. Because now if we draw a land next turn, we're in pretty good shape. So we can attack with our Welcome Turn here, play out the Sentinel, and just pass it back. He hopefully can't do much. I mean, like,
If he plays out something big that we can void snare, that'd be always fun.
let's see. Ooh, he's doing nothing, and we get the
Interesting.
and we got the land too.
Get there. Nice. Man. Coral barrier plus squid really shut him down.
Alright, so we balance the Midnight Guard, play the Angel, and I think we're feeling pretty good.
Yeah. He's obvious.
Oh, that's okay. So he's got red.
Guess
That makes
what's
it-
coming in next turn, next game.
I don't think we actually do that. I don't know.
He is actually a pretty fast deck. Yeah.
Oh, Forge Devil. There goes our welcome turn.
That's okay.
I mean, we still have a 4/4 flyer.
Yeah, we had something bigger.
I would have much preferred to be able to continue to just beat in for 6, but
And if we can get another land, we can bring the Nimbus out.
yeah, there's the Midnight Guard. Yeah. I mean, if we draw a land here, then we're in pretty good shape. And we drew it. All right, so we just attack here. We do this. He goes to 9. We play out our Nimbus, and then next turn we're able to activate this, which means we can swing in for 10.
So theoretically, we're
So,
lethal on board right
We're
now.
lethal on board, so he needs to get rid of one of the 3 things that could have flying.
And they all have 3 toughness, which is actually not that easy to get rid of.
Yeah, I mean, like, he could have Lightning Strike. So, like, I just don't think I block here. Like, I think we can just take...
He's obviously a little desperate at this point.
Yeah, like...
I think we take it, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's any reason to just... Like, Sanctified Charge kind of, sort of gets us, but not even, really. Like, we lose
Could
2
Lava
creatures.
Axe, but-
I mean, if we block, and, like, he casts Sanctified Charge, we just win, because he's tapped out, and... Even Lava Axe, like, doesn't... I mean, he can't do 12 damage to us here. So, I mean, if he has, like, the Lightning Strike, that's not nothing.
Yeah,
That saves him a turn for sure.
but you don't.
And we have another welcome turn, which means we can play that. So, let's begin
We
combat.
can play and make the gargoyle big.
Yep. So
Or
gains
not big.
flying. We go to attack. Ooh.
Alright,
And if he has a lightning strike,
what's he got?
ooh, he could have a lightning.
Tap.
Okay, so he has a lightning strike. So that's
That's fine.
fine. He gets rid of the Nimbus. He goes down to 2, and we play out this welcome turn. And now any one of our 3 creatures is lethal.
Yeah.
So
The
his
two
only way out of this is
doing 12 damage to us.
mass calcify, being able to get in for a whole lot of damage. Like I'm blocking here.
Yeah.
Like I think we're just going here and here. Because it's like 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I mean if we didn't block and he had sanctified charge, we'd actually just be dead here.
Right. But that's not what happened.
We can't actually play that, so okay, we got that.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to know if he had the sanctified charge there, because
That
right.
actually worked really well.
yeah. So I think that worked about as exactly well as we kind of wanted it to, and on the Malta 5, if you will recall.
Yeah,
that was a
yeah.
Malta 5.
So, Glacial Crasher. It's a big question.
I don't think we need it.
His
Like,
deck is pretty fast.
his deck it looks like it could be a lot faster than ours. I think he just kind of got off to a slow start. He was without his mountain there for a little bit. It's like, this is really kind of, like, is this better than a 4/4 with Convoke that we can get out fairly quickly? Is it better? I don't think it's better than the Kite Fins in this case. And it's certainly not better than Soul. And we're cutting, and maybe, like, we could cut a Nimbus for it, but if we had a way to, like, get this guy out a little sooner, I'd be like, sure, but
Yeah, we don't really have any ramp.
not really. I think we're fine with what we've got, though.
Yeah.
So let's run it back. And let's see. Well, okay, so, I mean, we're keeping this.
Yeah.
because we can go, if we draw one of our two, if we draw both, we're pretty happy. So I think we're going to keep, we're on the draw. If we draw in Soul Artifact here, it's just like, we feel pretty awesome. Or that, ooh.
Keep the Ornithopter back.
So just play the Hot Soup and keep Ornithopter back?
Yeah.
Because then we can, turn 3 the Illusionary Angel.
I like it.
This way we can actually, if we draw the Ensoul next turn, we can Ensoul the Hot Soup, and then the turn after that we get in with a 4/4.
What you gonna do being attacked by a living container of hot soup? Oh.
Alright, well that doesn't really do anything, so...
Just pass it along.
Yep. So we're taking 3 here.
When you Ensoul the hot soup, it can no longer be equipped, right?
Correct.
It falls off.
Yeah. Alright, so we take 3. He's got no play there. Yeah, we're just...
Unlike us, that
we're
has a
just-
sweet play.
Cast. Illusionary Angel. Go.
Do you have to actually explicitly cast the Ornithopter? That's for 0.
Yes. Because you are casting it, which
Yeah.
matters a lot for this. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
you have to cast a spell to be able to cast that. If he attacks here, I'm not blocking. I'm not risking my Illusionary Angel, and I don't really see any reason to throw away the Ornithopter just yet.
No. And this
Oh, okay.
is
So
now an interesting race.
Ooh, okay. Damn. Okay, that's fine.
Low on the mana.
Yeah, but we have Coral Barrier, so we can get Coral Barrier down, which is fine.
That will keep us going for a little bit. And again, that stops his, the little squid stops his guy.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Coral Barrier itself dies to either one of these, so it's a little unfortunate. But we have no other play, so... I mean, if we draw a land next turn, we can into the Void him, which will be pretty huge. I was kind of hoping to be able to do that this turn, but that's fine. So, I mean, if he attacks, yeah, we probably block with the squid. Well, never mind. The squid's dead. So that's a little annoying. So if he attacks here,
Do we
I think we
take out his trade
yeah
with the Coral Barrier?
I think we try to trade here because we can't take 6.
And the Coral Barrier isn't really doing us.
It's
too
not
much
doing
good.
anything now. I mean, if he has a trick, he has a trick. Okay, he doesn't. Okay, so we drew the land.
So the problem is, if we into the Void, he gets another 1 damage. But
Yeah,
we don't
well,
have
it's
anybody
it's
that
the
would kill.
target creature, and he doesn't kill anything of ours. This doesn't do anything, so I think I'm just attacking and then bouncing these 2 guys. Like, we're not doing anything else if we don't.
Yeah, I mean, there may be a more valuable time to be.
I'm just worried, like, the last thing I want to do is into the Void, his fort. Like, we don't actually have to it's just up to target 2 creatures.
Yeah.
So
But-
we could just bounce the Rough Rider, and that way he doesn't really have an attack with the Forge Devil.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like kind of a waste. Or
Like,
do
we
just-
can't really block this guy, though, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we can throw our Ornithopter away, which is fine. Like, we don't really care, but...
Or we could just hold you into the Void for something better. But
Like, I wish, this would be sweet if it was it's not an instant, though, right? It's a sorcery. So, kind of have to make up our mind here. I think I'm okay with waiting. Sure.
and
Let's
just
wait.
throwing the Ornithopter in front of it next turn.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see what he does. I mean, we can afford to take 3 here. Like, I guess we kind of hope that if he attacks he attacks there. Okay, so him not attacking with the Forge Devil means he doesn't really have a trick. So we can take 3, go to 8, or he can block this it dies, he'll probably play something else, and the next turn we bounce this and whatever he plays here.
Yeah, and we've still got the hot soup for the Ensoul artifact.
I guess the only thing is that clearly this is a better target for the Ensoul artifact, because then we get a 5/5 flyer.
It's true. Which basically kills him immediately.
But I don't think we can't play like that, so let's just take 3. Let's go to 8. He'll play something else. We can block with this next turn.
Okay. Right that.
Alright, play something else. Ah, you didn't play anything. And we got this land. Okay, so now...
We go Nimbus?
I think we just go Nimbus, yeah. I'll attack with the Angel.
It's interesting. You've got a ton of guys with 3 toughness. He's got a lot of guys with 3 power.
I think he has something here. He could have... yeah, there's a couple things that he could have.
Convoke.
Stoke the Flames. Yeah.
That'll do it.
That will do it. Yep, that's fine. Alright, well now we're just playing Nimbus. Alright.
So if we get the...
Okay,
so we block this.
we're
now,
blocking
right?
with the Ornithopter.
So
If we take it-
get kind of dangerous.
Yeah, we can't go to 5. Too many lava axes floating around. Alright, so play a creature. Sure. Of course.
Of course. Sigh. It's like the line block in Tetris.
Okay.
So we double into the void and whack him for 3.
I think so. Man, one more land would be sweet.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, one more land and we could have a myriad of things to do. Yeah, do we just into the void, hit him, he goes to 8, and then next turn he can play one of the Rough Riders, and then the turn after that we can play, like, we can Ensoul, or we can play, like, the Kite Fins.
Yeah, I mean, our Ensouled Hot Soup can still beat anything he's got.
I mean, we could just Ensoul.
Like, we could Ensoul an attack right away, right?
Yeah, I don't think that's good, though. Yeah, I think we're just attacking.
And that would probably kill his Forge Devil.
Yeah, because he just blocks with the Forge Devil, and it's like, nah. So let's into the void.
To the void with you!
Like, we're in pretty good shape if we draw a land next turn, because we can play down, like, our Soul of New Phyrexia. Which means we could do the Ensoul on the Soul. Which is just a bad idea, but... Okay, so play a Rough Rider, and that'll be fine. He has 7 cards in hand. He's off his land, though. So...
Yeah, he is not having good luck.
Alright, so...
Go New Phyrexia or that guy, and
Well-
then the New Phyrexia will tap something.
This will also tap something.
But, like, if we get 2 turns of that, if we put him out first.
Yeah. Like,
Or
it doesn't...
we just... This old New Phyrexia just beats down. Because it's a 6/6 trample.
Yeah. So just attack.
Like, the Soul New Phyrexia will stop him dead.
Yeah, I
He
think
can't attack us
I think we
back.
just attack. Let's just attack and play Soul.
Yeah.
I think that's probably going to be it for him.
Because the Kite Fins can't block him, but the Soul can.
Yeah, the Soul is... The Soul's a pretty good blocker.
And even if the Soul dies, it still has that 1 extra attack, 1 extra move. How does Soul of New Phyrexia's ability work with Hot Soup?
Um,
It's indestructible, and then if it's destroyed, if it's dealt damage. Because indestructible doesn't actually prevent the damage.
I don't know. Well, it's whenever equipped creature is dealt. Oh, okay, destroyed. Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting.
Like you're talking about in Soul on Hot Soup in this ability?
No, No, because you can't Soul Hot.
You can't.
If the Hot Soup was equipped to something.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. He's got his double red. That's not nothing.
So he's got another Rough Rider in his hand.
Yeah, we know that. He has 5 unknowns though, and they're not like they're. He has 6 spells in his hand,
and they're theoretically.
And I'm guessing
like
a couple of them.
drops.
I feel like some of them are either like 5 drops or double red spells, things that he hasn't been able to cast.
Also, this is pretty much the only time, or one time, where Shield's down on the Soul of Nufrexia. Because we just cast it.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to be like that a lot, probably, but... Like, he has to cast something or he's just straight up dead next turn.
Generator Servant is not nothing. He can't sacrifice it, though.
No.
But it is eating up some damage. Like, right now, he can mitigate 4 of this 6 damage.
Which is still dead.
Technically not enough.
Yeah, and then the Frostlings kind of...
I think that probably does it.
I think Frostlings pretty much solves that problem.
Like,
unless he's got instant speed. Unless he's got another burn spell that can...
Let's play Frostlinks.
Take out the Nimbus. Like another lightning, whatever.
Let's tap down the Rough Rider. Do you want to Soul the Hot Soup and attack with that as well?
Might as well, I guess. Like, it's not like...
I mean, we could also just leave it back as a blocker. Yeah, let's just attack with what we have here, because I think...
Just in case he's got something weird.
Sure. If he survives this, we'll Ensoul the Hot Soup. GG has been called. Alright, the mono blue Ensoul, but didn't ever Ensoul. Welkin turn, but we only ever really cast 1. No, 2, I guess, that one game.
Yeah.
The deck works, is what I'm trying to say.
Woo!
We will be back for round 2, just after this.
Love playing Standard on Magic Online? Check out Academy's Standard Bot in the Magic Online Classifieds for Standard Singles.
And we are back for round 2. And we won the dice roll. That's exciting. We should play first, right? Yes, I would like to play first. Oh, God, come on.
No.
This hand is so boring and bad and mulligan and it's a bit of a graphical glitch. We'll keep this hand.
Sure.
It's not, like, amazing, but it's better than our 7. And, I mean, we've proven that we can win on 5, but... I mean, this has stuff to do, so... We're not... I don't think we're gonna Ornithopter, though.
No turn 1 Ornithopter?
Like, if we do... I guess...
Like, what does it do?
I mean, it doesn't do anything, except for unless we draw the Ensoul. It also helps us cast Illusionary Angel, so I guess the question is, do we keep it for the Illusionary Angel, or do we play it and hope that next turn we draw one of our 2 Ensouls and beat down for 5? I think that's probably the way to go.
That's true.
Yeah, I think we gotta do it.
I like... It's like you have to confirm. It's like, you really want to cast the Ornithopter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you sure? Alright, so...
Come on.
Basically, we really want to draw the Ensoul here. Get that. Oh, okay, well, I mean, it's not the Ensoul, but it's gonna do something. And remember, guys, it's always about sending a message. Always send that message.
Ornithopter's doing like a flyby.
Sure. So he's revealed a Willforge Golem, a Hornet's Nest, and 2 forests. So he's going to get a forest. But he loses his Hornet's Nest, and I'm okay with that.
Yep, that seems fine.
Alright, well, we're just going to play out our Frostlinks here. Yeah, we're gonna do it. I think we just need to get.
Just tap down his
Tap.
wayfinder.
It's not like
It doesn't do anything.
It doesn't do anything, but we're not gonna not play the Frostlinks there.
Yeah. First blood.
Excellent. All right.
Well, except for the Ornithopter was sort of first blood.
Technically speaking, yeah. I mean, we really want to get that in Soul going. Sure, that doesn't really... I mean, that's a little annoying because, it blocks our Frostlinks. So we're not getting in with the Frostlinks, but that's fine. Yeah. Alright, well, we're attacking with the Welcome Turn here. I don't really feel like attacking with the Ornithopter anymore. I've sent my message. I think he's heard it loud and clear.
And the message is, Ornithopter's out to get ya.
Yeah. The message is, Ornithopter will mess you up. Alright, well that's a good card. That draws him a card. Alright, so basically we want to draw... He has no attacks. Like, he is like, we're in really good shape here. If we draw another land, I'm feeling pretty good. So... His attack here, to me, says Gather Courage.
Oh, because you can do that by
Convoking.
Right.
So, I think we're just taking the one. He might not have it, but sure. I'll play another Welcome Turn.
Do we trade with the Shaman of Spring for the Frostlinks?
Maybe? I don't know. Like, I feel like that Wayfinder attack kind of signaled the Gather Courage, and we're in pretty good shape, like, in terms of, like...
Just racing?
Yeah, like, we're not... I mean, this isn't even a race. I mean, unless he needs a way... Like, he needs to have an answer to these flyers, or we're just gonna take over this game really quickly.
It looks like he's primary green. Which
Yeah.
I mean... He's got Plummet and
He's
stuff.
got Plummet, he's got the Spiders, which... kind of ruin our day. Well, I mean, not really. I mean, those Spiders are they 3 2s or 2 3s? I can't remember. I guess if they're 2 3s, then I'm kind of sad.
Usually they are.
Yeah.
Usually Spiders are big.
Ooh,
bugs.
this is big. Okay. So he's
ramping
up.
Which is a little concerning.
So he's going to be able to cast something pretty big next turn, but
We'll be able to keep it tapped down with the...
we're a little ways away from the
Check show.
kite. Okay, so he's making this attack again. Again, I think I'm just going to let it through. I guess we could just block with the Frostlinks and force him to use it. We could also just block with the Frostlinks here.
It's only one?
Yeah.
Convoke it?
Yeah. So he can tap his wall to convoke. And this becomes a 3/3. I mean, I think we just take the 3 here. Draw like an island. Hopefully we draw like an island, or like an Ensoul would be insane, because then we're beating down for 9.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think we just take it. I feel like we can block with the Frostlinks next turn if we feel like we need to. Willforged Golem is a card, and one that we can cast actually. So
with the Ornithopter and the Frostlinks?
yeah, so I think we're just attacking for 4 here and playing out the Willforged Golem.
And that shuts down the Wayfinder even with the...
Yeah, it shuts down the Wayfinder with the Gather Courage, which is kind of nice.
Not the other guy, but...
No. Well, that's a straight trade, which isn't necessarily
2
bad.
for 1 with the Gather Courage,
But-
yeah.
Alright, so... I mean, if he has... We're kind of in trouble if he has the green soul. That card is kind of scary.
I mean, he's into, like, big worm territory now, too, which... Or Hydra or
the
something.
worm, like,
next,
I'm not super scared about the worm and stuff. Like, we have enough things to just block. Yeah. So, yeah, he clearly has the Gather Courage. Because this is just the trade. I mean, it's not like we're... Well, I mean, probably just attacking with this next turn.
Well, he'll probably have something big out, though. Like,
Yeah.
he's got 8
You want
mana.
to just trade? Force him to use the trick. He could have, like, Titanic Growth In which case it's
Yeah,
not.
I mean,
but-
all his mana's open, but
yeah, let's just go for it and see what he does here. I assume this is either like Titanic Growth or Gather Courage. It's the Gather Courage.
it's probably just as well to get it out of his hand.
He could also have, yeah. So I think that was probably fine. Oh God, don't be the soul. Ooh, that's a big dude.
And it's two big dudes.
Yeah, and it's two big dudes.
And
But they don't have
7/7, but no trample.
But no trample, no reach. So,
So he's at 10.
he's drawing a card here.
So again, if we get the Ensoul, he's in trouble.
Sentinel is fine. It's actually him dead next turn. So
Then we gotta chump those tree folk though. We
That's
can't
fine.
just take that.
oh yeah, no, and that's fine. Like I don't mind chumping the tree folk here. So I think we just attack with these. We push him down to 6. We play out this gargoyle. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Play out this gargoyle. We chump with the Ornithopter and the Frost Lynx, and then next turn we hit for 7 in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully if he has, so he needs to have an answer for the Flyers here.
And I mean,
He has a lot of mana and 4 cards in his hand. Like he has,
he's got options.
yeah.
Or he could have options.
But yeah, I mean, Spider shuts us down. If he has the soul, that's probably pretty bad for us. I mean, we just still attack. Like, if he can only play out 1 reach creature, we're still in a good enough position where we can just attack, get in for 4, and then attack again and get in for 2, and that's all we really need. Gives them an extra turn to draw even more creatures to deal with our Flyers, but, you know, 7/7s are good and all, but
But we can get the one of the unsummon type stuff.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, if we
Tap down
draw,
or whatever.
yeah, if we draw a card like a Void Snare or ooh, okay. So he returned.
So he could be pulling the.
He didn't get the Hornet's Nest, which is actually kind of surprising.
'cause
I guess it
it's-
doesn't do anything because it doesn't block. Because it's just on the ground. So now he can draw a card. Although I don't see what
He
that's.
brought the Wall of March.
He bought the Wall of Mulch and the Shaman back. So both
So-
cards that can draw, but the thing is that okay, he drew a card there, but he's
The implication is that he's desperate.
yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I don't think there's anything he can have.
Because now he's out of mana.
He has 1 red mana, and sure he can convoke something in for 4, but yeah, I didn't think so. All right, I feel pretty good about that. That was another sort of mulligan hand again. I think this is fine. Again, we could theoretically bring in like a Crasher, but I just don't think this guy is very good.
Yeah, I mean, he is a bit of a longer game
Yeah,
with bigger dudes. But on the other hand, it doesn't look like we're really fighting him on the ground anyway.
no, we're not. Like this deck basically wants to just aggro you out in the air, and if it doesn't do that, then we're kind of in trouble anyways. So,
Oh, man. I want to turn to Frog one of those guys now.
ooh, yeah, we haven't drawn that yet, have we?
We had it in one of
Oh,
our
we had
mulligan
yeah,
hands.
that's right. Yeah. I think that was our first hand, wasn't it? Or our first hand of 7 in game 1. All right, so wow, this deck is giving us really just not very good 7s. Like this is
almost works.
I think this is fine. Like I don't think we're mulliganing this. Like we
Yeah, I
have
think the chances of getting something worse is much
yeah,
is too
like
high.
this can do things, and we're on the draw, so I feel okay about this one. Okay, no more land.
Yeah, that's enough land for the moment.
Or I mean, sorry, all the land. Give us all the land, because if I say no more land, then we just get all land. All right, let's see. He's revealing his Hydra, his Expedition, and a Plummet, and he hit on the Forest, so that's fine. But
Nice.
all of those,
the Plummet is fine.
yeah,
by me.
I'm okay with getting rid of the Plummet there. So drawing a Welkin turn here would be super swanky. Look at that.
Nice.
All right.
All right.
We
next,
got the
next turn.
Welkin
Order
turn.
me a send.
So we got the Welkin turn. Next turn, we can play out the Gargoyle Sentinel. Like, we're going to be able to play our Nimbus on turn 5, which is nice. He's going to get in for a point of damage here, that's fine.
And then, I mean, the Armory puts a pretty heavy clock on anything we got in the air.
Yep. He didn't play anything. Alright. Yeah, I mean, playing out the Armory next turn and being able to just pump up the Welcome turn even by 1. Although maybe it's... Well, yeah, it's probably... Alright, Broodkeeper is a card. Broodkeeper is a card. There's our Ornithopter. So do we...
Again, do we keep it and wait for the Ensoul, or do we play it? I think we play it and...
I think we're playing it here.
Yeah.
The question is, do we want to play out the Armory, or do we want to activate the Gargoyle and bash in for 5? So we can bash in
versus long.
We can bash in for 5 here and play out the Ornithopter and pass, or we can play the Sacred Armory
and hit for 3.
And hit for 3. I feel like the play is to just go aggro on this guy. Next turn we can play out the Nimbus.
Yeah, I mean, I'm concerned. The problem is with the... I think we should get while the getting's good, because the Broodkeeper is going to start putting guys in the air.
Yeah, if you can make a dragon, then we're kind of... Yeah, let's do that. Okay, let's go to combat. Let's activate this guy.
I like the Gargoyle's abilities are... Flying, doesn't have Defender, and Defender.
Yeah, and let's play the Ornithopter. I mean, if we draw Ensoul next turn, I think we're pretty happy. He played a Forest, which is nice, because if he had like something like an Inferno Fist, he could have played it, made a dragon. Ooh, he's got the Hunt the Weak. Okay. Yeah, that happened.
It's probably good to get that out. Wasted on the Welcome turn as opposed to one of our bigger dudes.
Yeah, he's gonna get in for 3 here. I'm not blocking that.
Wait, doesn't Hunt the Weak also... Didn't he fight the Welcome turn with that?
No, he fought the Gargoyle Sentinel.
Oh, right, of course, yeah.
So we've got a turn to Frog.
That's interesting. I think we got to keep it for his big... Oh, well, I guess that thing is scary, though, with the stupid...
Yeah, I mean, I think we're just attacking and playing out the Nimbus, though.
Yeah.
Like...
The turn to Frog is nice to have in our back pocket, though.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of... I would love to have this to leave up.
I mean, we could play the Sacred Armory and leave it up, but I do think we want to get the Nimbus Naiad out.
Yeah,
Or Nimbus
of the Isles.
Nimbus of the Isles.
Yeah, like... Because this kind of gets him if he tries to put something on here. Because it loses this ability.
Oh, we can do it in response, right?
Yeah, because we can do it in response, which is interesting.
But then it will stop being a frog, and he'll get it back, and it will still have whatever enchantment he did on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not so good.
All right, let's play this Nimbus. And we'll say pass. Now I'm scared of, like, Inferno Fist. Why did I say it? I didn't mean it. Oh. Oh, Goblin Rabblemaster. So this card is pretty interesting. Other goblin creatures you control attack each turn if able. At the beginning of combat, on your turn, put a 1/1 goblin creature token with haste onto the battlefield. And when this attacks, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn for each attacking goblin. So he's going to get a 1/1.
So that's a good thing to turn into a frog. Alright, so you can just stop one of the 1/1s with the Ornithopter.
Yeah, I think that's what I just
eat
did.
another one with the Nimbus.
No,
he's got something funky.
I'm probably not going to risk the Nimbus because this is a pretty big clock on him. It doesn't look like he
and
can...
it's only 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
Or 2, no, 1.
1. So, like, yeah, I think I just go like this.
And then next turn when he attacks with the... Because he's going to attack with the rabble, right?
Ooh, kite fins. That's interesting.
And we have enough mana to cast it too.
The other thing we can do is cast the Sacred Armory, attack, get in for 6 and leave up Turn to Frog.
We get in for 7.
If we do this.
If we want to leave up Turn to Frog.
Yeah, which I think we do.
But the problem is, if we attack with those two guys, we don't actually have anybody to block with the Turn to Frog.
That's fine though.
So we don't actually kill the guy.
I mean, the other option is just attack, and play out Kite Fins. Like he goes to 6 here, and then he's dead on board next turn with the Kite Fins.
Yeah, that seems good.
Sure, let's attack.
Seeing there's some situations I was just thinking where turn to frog would actually make an ornithopter better. You need that like one extra little point of damage. Turn to frog your own ornithopter.
Alright, so let's see what he does here. He needs to have an answer to all our or a couple of our flyers, which he is snap doing. Is this a plummet?
And we're
Spider. Okay, he's got the spider.
well, that's another good turn to frog target.
Yeah, it doesn't actually. I don't think it matters.
Or we can just, or if we get a creature, we can just play it out and tap him down.
Yeah, he's attacking with everything here.
So we just chump the biggest thing with the ornithopter.
Yeah, I think block here, and we're taking 3, 4, 5, 6. And I don't think there's anything that can burn us out.
Yeah, we do have to win next turn though, or things will be rather desperate.
I don't. So, if we block with a Kite Fins and it dies, we're actually kind of in trouble. Because he can block one of these guys. We can pump the other with the Sacred Armory if we wanted to. Yeah, I think we need to leave the Kite Fins back and just hope he doesn't have anything here. Because I think he's basically dead.
If he burns out one of our dudes, we might be in trouble.
That's fine. I don't care about that. Okay, so let's play this out.
Another welcome turn, which will tap down when his spider.
Oh yeah. Oh crap. Why didn't I do that?
Oh, you went to combat already.
I went to combat. I hit the wrong thing.
Well, we can turn to Froggy Spider then.
It shouldn't matter because I think we just attack with everything here. He blocks that. I do that.
Yay!
Hey, there we go. Got there with the Sacred Armory. Although, yeah, the correct play there was absolutely just play the welcome turn, tap down the spider, and attack. I just completely did not see that, so.
Well, it's okay.
Why is my chat not showing up? Anyways, we will see you guys in round 3 right after these commercials. There are no commercials.
If you'd like to purchase Magic Online cards with event tickets while logged in on Magic Online, look at Mtgo Academy's selection by trading our official bot, Academy Sellbot. You can find it in the Magic Online trading area or add it to your buddy list.
And we've returned for the final game, but we lost a die roll. So that's really sad.
Concede.
But hey, look at that. That's a hand that I will keep.
It's like halfway decent.
That's the first 7 that I will keep.
And hey, divination. We
Yeah,
haven't
so
got
we
one of
can
those yet.
draw some cards. Yeah, this is good times.
It's like we have a lot of welcome turns in this deck.
We have a lot of well concerns.
Our deck is 1/10 welcome turns.
Yep. So as we wait for our opponent to decide whether to mulligan to 6 cards or not, what should we talk about?
Insole Artifact.
It's good. Let's play. We're gonna keep our hands. Second main land? There it is. I was like...
Did he... Because he spent a while thinking about that. Boom. Snap hot soup.
Alright, so we need to... I so want to draw the Insole. We haven't insoled anything yet.
No. We had an opportunity to insole the hot soup and we didn't.
It wasn't... Yeah, but it wasn't even necessary. So now we just... Oh. That's fine.
And then we divination next turn.
Yep.
Lots of gas.
White black. I haven't actually seen too many people play white black, so I'm curious to see what his deck is trying to do. It definitely has ways to combat against the flyers. That's kind of one, but it comes in taps. So, and I mean, worst case scenario, we can hot soup our welcome turn, or that welcome turn.
We haven't seen any other blue decks, eh?
No, we haven't.
Which is, I guess, makes sense considering we're playing mono blue.
Yeah.
So, divination or more welcome turn?
I think probably just divination. Although, I mean, this just keeps the pressure on, and we have things to do. Yeah, let's just welcome turn here.
Yeah, I mean, divination is sort of what you do when you don't have anything else to do.
Let's
right?
equip 3. I mean, unless he has some more flyers, like, it's pretty one-sided race. Like, he can attack. Like, I don't even think he bothers attacking here. I assume he leaves the crow back to
trade, right?
Yeah. Ooh. Wow. Main deck Festergloom. You don't see that super often. But that's a pretty big blowout. Yeah.
Unfortunate.
I can't say that, like, that's definitely the kind of card that I would board into against our deck after seeing the start that we've had.
There's a lot of 1 toughness guys in M15.
Okay.
That'll work. And we've got the mana for it, too. Turn 6 is going to be a big turn.
Yeah.
Soul of New Phyrexia with hot soup.
Hey, that's a 6/6 that can't be blocked. That seems pretty good.
Who's serving the soup? Don't ask.
Yeah.
And also don't look at him. He might drive you insane. Hey, so Soul of New Phyrexia with the hot soup. We might actually find out what that interaction is.
That's true. Although we need a lot of mana available and stuff.
So our details.
Alright, let's take 2.
Sure, why not?
What's he gonna do here? He hasn't played a land this turn, I don't think. So it looks like he's off lands. Sure. You have a 2/3. So a playable card here would be nice. That's not really the kind of playable card I'm talking about. So we just pass.
Black has some pretty nasty big flyers, like some... If he's got like a demon or something, then
Yeah, I mean, if he has a demon,
the frog could be nice.
Yeah.
So next turn, Soul?
I think so. It kind of just shuts him down. It looks like he's off his land, which is pretty good for us. There's a lot of things that he has that he, black and white have that can deal with the Soul. He's not attacking with the Witch's Familiar, which I think is interesting.
Why would he not
Convoke?
attack?
Like, is he holding it back for a Convoke spell? I feel like that's kind of the only reason that you hold it back, because...
Yeah, I mean, he knows you're in blue, and blue doesn't really have haste stuff, so...
Okay.
That makes the racing annoying.
There's a Nimbus, but I think we're just playing out the Soul. Yeah. Okay, so we have a Soul.
Alright.
So let's see what
big
happens.
play.
Here. Yep.
So I mean, does black actually have straight up kill in this?
Yep, it has Flesh to Dust, and that would kill it. He doesn't have the mana for it, and it looks like he is still off of his 5th land. Which is good because it costs 5 mana to cast. So he could have one sitting in his hand right now. I don't think he attacks. Another card that he could have that we should be aware, like, we should consider that he could have is like Covenant of Blood, which, yeah. Okay, so if he's just attacking, so he's just attacking with the Crow. So I feel pretty good about that. So now,
so then the Nimbus or the other guy will shut that down.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. We could have turned to Frog that if we wanted to, but I don't think it's worth it.
So if we go with the,
ooh, that's interesting.
So if we go with the Kite Fins,
like we can play the Kite Fins, tap down the Necrogen Scudder, attack,
and then attack, and we're getting in for at least 2 if he sacks both his guys, which he probably won't.
And then he would actually gain some life, so it would actually be a 0.
Yeah, it'd be 0, but you would have lost a bunch of dudes.
Yeah, I think we're just playing the Kite Fins regardless.
And then we can't quite turn to Frog.
Yeah, we can't turn to Frog yet, unfortunately. So let's tap down the Scudderer. But
with that guy out, I mean, all we have to do is keep casting creatures and he's in trouble.
I think we're attacking though, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, let's just be aggressive. I feel like either way, I feel like
the soul of New Phyrexia is gonna be attacking.
Yeah, I feel like in a grindy game, we're probably.
Ooh, he just took it.
Yeah.
Yowza.
Oh, he's got his 5th land. That could be bad.
Yeah, he might have taken it because he knew he'd be okay.
Oh, jeez! Wow.
That's
a huge game. Wow. Okay, that's bad.
To turn to Frog would be really good right now.
Yeah, we can kind of get him with the turn to Frog next turn.
We just have to survive this turn though.
We survive.
So do we just chump the 4/4?
We have to chump. No, we don't, because we can kill something.
We can kill the Carrion Crow.
We can kill the Crow or the Child of Night.
Do we care more about lifelink or flying? Probably
the lifelink. Yeah. I think we just do that. We certainly can't take 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. No, that's dead.
As it is, we're
going to 1.
1.
Jeez. Okay. We go to 1.
I think
or we go to 2.
We're in trouble here.
I think so too.
I don't know if we have just straight up enough creatures.
We don't, actually. Because we can play the Nimbus.
And we can turn to Frog.
And we can turn to Frog something.
So we'll be able to block.
He needs to. Okay, well, he needs to attack with everything. Like, we just pass it back and see what happens here.
So we turn to Frog, his Paragon.
Yeah, I mean, if he attacks with.
What's the ability of the Paragon?
It's another target black creature gets Death Touch.
Hmm.
The problem is that we can't really. I think we need to do the if he attacks with everything, we're dead. I guess if we pre-combat turn to Frog this, we're still dead because he attacks with everything, and we just block. Yeah, pre-combat doesn't actually get us anything.
I think the fundamental problem here is he has 4 creatures with 2 power. We have 2 creatures.
He can just
block,
attack with.
And we're just in trouble.
No, that's actually just game, I think. I think that's just game.
But if he attacks with everything, we're just dead, right?
I think so.
We only have 2 creatures. He has more creatures, and we only have two life. So we can't do anything.
See what he does. Attack. So we aren't.
So we could turn to frog.
We're not just dead.
So we can live for one more turn. We can turn to frog one of them, take the 1 damage, kill the other 2, right?
So we can. So what? Sorry, what'd you say? Like we need to block. Like we need to go to blocks here. So if we go to blocks and we block here and here,
and then we turn to frog the last guy,
and we turn to frog this, then we only take 1. That's the only way we can do this.
Right, because it'll be a blue creature, so it won't get the bonus anymore.
Yeah. So
unfortunately, there's no way we can't blow out with turning to frog the other guy.
No.
Yeah, I think this may be largely futile, but
he's doing death touch on that. Yep. It's futile, but we're gonna do it.
We lose our whole board.
Yeah.
All right. What do we need? What's?
I don't think we can draw into anything, but we're just playing this out.
Mass turn to frog. Now that would have been good.
Oh, that would have been sweet. But hey, we survived. That is not what we need. All right. That's the first game we've lost with this deck. Makes me sad. We're just gonna run it back. All right. We can do this.
Yeah.
His deck is good. Our deck is, I don't think is good, but that's fine. That's okay.
I was all excited and optimistic there for a sec.
All right, we would like to play first. This hand is fine.
Yeah. Do we... I guess we can't, like, be cautious with the Woken turns, knowing that he's got that -1/-1 thing.
We just gotta play him out and just go for it. Again, like, I think, like, a blue Paragon would have made this deck actually kind of insane.
Yeah. Now, if we could just Insole Artifact before
I would really like the Insole here. Like, dear Magic the Gathering Online and Worth and everybody else down at WotC, please let us draw the Insole. Just this one time. Well, that's a fun card too.
Yeah. Wow. This is the all frog all the time, apparently. So just now we just divinate?
Yep.
Divine, I guess.
God, we didn't even draw into the Insole. It's fine, we drew a 3/3 flyer, which is kind of nice. Do not cast Fester Gloom, please. Actually, if you do, that's... Ooh, Necrogen's Gutter is very good.
It's nasty.
Sure.
Is that a good frog? Do we leave the turn back and... I mean, no, it'll still... No, well, no, that won't work.
No, it won't work.
Tricky dicky. Got to make sure that...
I think we just play this Sentinel. We could also just equip and just start trying to aggro him out. He goes to 13. We go to 17. And we can play out other random cards here.
Actually use the hot soup.
Yeah. Other than that, it's like we play this, which doesn't actually do anything really.
Yeah, I mean, next turn it'll be able to trade with it, but...
Yeah. We'd have to pay for it, though.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I like the hot soup idea.
Sure. Let's do it.
From now on, your soup will be delivered by this bird. Don't question it too much.
Alright. Next turn we can play out Nimbus.
A Necrogen Scudder is a good one.
Yeah, it's a very good card.
All you gotta do is attack once and it all evens out.
And that's what he's doing.
Alright, well, we're still ahead on the race.
Yep. See what he plays here. If he plays another flyer, I guess we don't really care. Child of Night. Yeah, that's a card.
Yeah. Child of Night is just so annoying.
Divine Favor on the Child of Night.
Whoa.
Alright, now you have a 3/4. Okay, well, we have the Turn to Frog for that.
But it will still have the Divine Favor on it, though, won't it?
Yes, it will, actually. Yeah, I guess you're right.
So it'll be a 2/4.
It'll be a 2/4, yeah.
It's a scary frog.
Okay, so... Yeah, the problem now is that it's going to be gaining...
Yeah, this is a race that we... It's not a good racing situation.
No.
He has a good deck.
He does have a good deck. Pre-combat stuff, that's always fun. Oh, God. Okay. I think we lose.
Vigilance. Oh, dear.
Yeah, our Turn to Frogs and our Jest don't do anything when these things are wearing enchantments.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just take it. Yeah, I think we're gonna end up with the old loading ready run 2-for-1 here.
So we got 5, so we can go...
I can turn to frog. Yeah, I mean, we're just attacking.
Going with the... Play the Welcome turn? Or the Sentinel?
If he blocks here, I'm turning to frog it.
Alright, that's stupid Vigilance.
Because it does trade at least.
It would be turning to frog it or turn to frogging it.
Ah, he doesn't block either. That's annoying.
I prefer turn to frogging it.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, this is a 3/3 with the stupid mark by honor if we turn to frog.
Yeah.
So I still can't actually...
It's still a scary frog.
Yeah, I still can't block it with the welcome turn.
That is a frog that can eat a grizzly bear. That is not...
Yeah.
That is not something to sneeze at. And the other guy will be a 2/3.
Yeah.
2/4.
2/4.
2/4.
Yeah. We cast the spell and we literally get rid of 1 power of toughness. Crippling Blight. Yeah. Okay. Well, are we just dead? No, not quite. But very, very close.
Turn to frog would give us a little more life.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, this is 8. Like, we probably actually have to turn to frog it. Because going to 1 seems basic. Like,
Yeah.
he could have a couple different things. So, let's do it.
Ugh. Worst turn to frog.
Yep. Terrible turn to frog. We're at 3.
Alright. Big money. Big money. Big Nimbus. Not what we needed.
Nope. So we keep up Jest. Yep. That's what we do. It's the only way we stay alive. Actually, no, we're just dead. No, we're not. We go to 1.
I mean, we can chump.
We can't chump with a welcome turn. Oh, I guess we could chump here and
Yeah.
and not even eat this. The thing is that if we eat this and then we go to take 1 here, I think that's probably the better play. Probably not. Like, I mean, probably
we still take 2 from him.
No, not if we Jest.
We still take 2. It's got +1/+3.
Yeah, so we go to 1.
Oh, right. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
So we take 2 from him.
So, like, our options are... So our options are block here and this dies and this stays alive. And block here and this stays alive and this stays alive. And we take no damage. Or we block welcome turn we don't block with Welcome Turn. We block Nimbus with this. We Jest. These trade. This goes to a 2/4. We take 2.
And that
And
gives
then
us a 1.
Yeah. But we have creatures to play out next turn.
Sure. Let's do it.
Okay. Oops. Okay.
It is a jest.
Okay.
Everybody's a frog.
Everyone's a frog.
He's just like, what is going on? What's with all the frogs?
Okay. I really want this to work just for one turn. I just want to survive one more turn here.
Alright, we could, if we could survive one more turn, we could still draw the Insole artifact to Insole the hot soup.
No! That's still not us dead, but it's pretty close. We're at 1.
Not dead, but pretty close.
Not dead. 1's not 0. 1 is
yes.
not 0. Hey, we got the Insole!
Alright. We're
Okay,
gonna die.
We can Insole the hot soup, play out the gargoyle. We're not actually dead.
Ha!
We have a 5/5.
Living container of hot soup. What are you gonna do about that?
And we have a 3/3.
Bam! No more frogs, though.
Okay. This is interesting.
So it's just more chumps now?
This has got interesting. Yeah, well, I mean, we're chumping.
Think we could kill the chump
we're
right
chumping
now.
here, but yeah, I mean, if he attacks with... Yeah. He's not attacking with a child.
And we just chump the welcome turn.
The Scudder. Yeah, we chump with the...
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we have... Oh, he's ended... Okay. I guess
Go
we're just
there.
playing Kite Fins.
And tap him. That doesn't really help us, but... No. No.
Hmm?
Oh no, kite fin's fine, yes. I was like, we still need something flying to block the other thing, but yeah. The kite fins will work.
Unfortunately, what we want is... Like, we have to keep blocking this, which means he basically just keeps killing our guy. Like, we could... No, we don't attack there.
We need something with 6 toughness in the air.
Well, we need, like... The problem is that we have to chump with the Kite Fins on this, but we need to play this out as well so we can double block.
Yeah. And we can't play the Nimbus and also turn on the Gargoyle.
3, 8. Yeah, we're still 2 mana away from that. Alright, what's he doing here? Yeah, that's the correct...
Jump with the Nimbus. Alright. Well, I'm happy that we have our living hot soup anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know what they put in that soup, but apparently it turned the pot into a real creature. Oh,
jeez. Okay.
Why didn't you do that before?
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't do that before combat. That's interesting, but we have to play the Nimbus.
Yeah. It's like, oh, that would have been good a while ago.
Yeah.
Well, no, it wouldn't have been good a while ago because we didn't
No.
have the mana to cast it a while ago. Doop, doop.
Okay. I mean, as long as we keep drawing flyers, we keep surviving, but we really need to kill the Scudder.
That's not a long-term solution.
No, it's
now.
not.
Do we have any, like, we've got unsummoned stuff.
Yep.
Like, if we could-
absolutely do. Like
we can
have-
unsummon both of those guys with the Peel from Reality.
Yeah, which Into the Void.
Into the Void.
Into the Void draw here would be actually pretty
would-
freaking good.
Take out both of the enchantments.
Unfortunately, a creature here is our death, and he can pay 2 life for flying. Okay. Nope.
Sacred Armory.
Does not do
Again,
it.
it would have been useful a while ago.
Yeah. No, we are dead. We'll play out our soul. But he has it here. We have no way.
Like if we could have played out the soul,
like I could have,
and then had enough mana to actually
Sure.
make things indestructible.
like I could have, like
could have, should.
I could have played the Sacred Armory and represented Gargoyle Sentinel, but he can give the Shadow Cloak Vampire
Yeah.
flying. It was game over. He had this one. He doesn't even need to do that. Like he could have just yeah, he just attacks with that, and we die. All right, guys.
Well played.
The old loading ready run 2-in-1
It's a pretty standard
continues.
move,
That is the standard.
Is it always the first two and then the last
No,
one?
it varies. But thank you very much for joining us this week.
If nothing else, all of our games were short.
They were very short.
We did not waste your time. How
No,
about
it took probably an hour and 20 minutes to do this, but we've been doing this for about 2 hours and 40 minutes. God bless the Swiss and the wait times.
And the other people in this draft were not the fastest.
No, but again, thank you for watching this week, guys. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, LRRMTG, for all of our Magic-related stuff. You can follow me, James_LRR. You can follow Graham. He will be back next week, or in 2 weeks' time. You can follow him at Graham_LRR. And as always, loadingreadyrun.com for all the stuff that we do, whether it be the sketches, the feed dumps, the Friday nights for Wizards of the Coast. All of it can be found over at loadingreadyrun.com. Paul, thank you for filling in this week.
No problem.
It was fun. I think we drafted a pretty wacky deck.
I'm pretty happy with. We got the Insult Artifact out there.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, and I guess the for more Magic streaming on Thursday.
That is true.
Live Magic streaming at twitch.tv/loadingreadyrun.
Yep. So again, thank you
should be
guys.
good.
Yeah. And we'll see you in a fortnight.